Welcome to review. It's well, it's uh, it's as far as I know 4v4, but well, there are just 6 players instead of 4, so he decided on to go on a 3v3. So we have we are in deployment phase. And we have an interesting unit composition on the right. We have Puma there, and the problem is the Puma is only 4 armor but has 10 penetration, which could come in handy against Sherman DD, which has 11 penetration, though not as much as a Puma. But more armor, but I think it will at this range, in this close encounter here, definitely get penetrated by that. Also, uh, far left is looking very spare. Also, mid, I think definitely the Axis will win this game, simply because they have 2 off maps middle. They will capture the town with their flamethrower if nothing happens. Uh, they just got regular infantry there, as far as it seems, so he's redeploying those. They just got 1 off map, which is far more powerful. But we'll see, they got definitely the advantage in infantry, if the infantry doesn't decide to go there. So this is a risky game. It's it's now far more balanced, so I'm gonna revoke what I said. Um, Also, they got a Sturmgeschütz stuck on far left. I don't get why it only could engage this little stuff here, this little place from the line of sight. This is the only place where a stick would come in handy. So you just should think about it. You should think about it. Also, a Puma versus Sherman versus Stewart. I would see interesting. I would say interesting position. Stuck versus 2 little Stewards, freaking Stewards, quite expensive units, but well, they could pay off through spotting infantry and stuff at I think 600 meters with their 2 MGs and their 1 800 meter MG. They could come in handy against infantry. Especially the 800 meters will be very interesting. As mentioned, they have some flamethrowers mid, so well, they are better prepared for the town fight. Or this is gonna be, or this could be engineers, which would also come in handy in close quarters combat. This is interesting. We have a Puma there. Puma could get, if it gets lucky, it could definitely kill the Sherman. And we have here a Humber Mark III, which is a recon transport vehicle, a transport which has recon in it. So we should. I wouldn't place any bets who would win at this moment, but I'd say it's a bit in favor of the Axis. So just my opinion, it could be the Axis could win, but cards are very interesting. Also, there's an off map coming directly in for mid. He doesn't place any off map, which could be 2 off maps, so he'll definitely hit them. Mid looks very bad, but interestingly, he's keeping some of his units in reserve. It almost seems as if he knew what's coming for him. A heavy machine gun won't have any line of sight to engage. Also, the stuff there is already under attack, and I think it's not unloaded enough, so I think it will definitely lose against German paratroopers because that's not nice. They're just toxic bugs, which is that's it's definitely it's British, so you should think about it. It has terrible accuracy. It has terrible long-range weaponry. As everything British as everything in terms of British infantry in this game. He didn't micromanage this stuff probably, and now is sitting in a bit of a problem because if he's engaged by Trooper, he's definitely not gonna have a nice time. The off-map could hit, so it would be interesting to say a good hit, but I say it's very interesting here because it's very interesting here to see because Fallschirmjäger could be very effective if he would just place them properly like proper Fallschirmjäger. The great advantage they have over British units is besides their weaponry, their long-range capability. They have two MGs, and if he just would camp with this stuff, he would just be able to hold this whole area. But he doesn't do it. This is just stupid. He has some very bad recon troops on it, but he can't engage those because there's a German, and he's now moving in forward a Panzerschreck, which would be flamethrower in the stuff. He's definitely bringing in a Panzerschreck to deal with it. But instead of what he's doing, I definitely would do one very good thing to push my Puma, which has a lot of advantage against this stuff, against the Sherman 2DD. I just push it forward. I don't know why he's pushing. He hasn't got, as far as I remember, as much accuracy. He has 5 accuracy. This also has 5 accuracy, so it would be a fair match. He could get stunned faster, but I don't get why he isn't pushing. There aren't this Sherman DD, he's now giving this guy time to reinforce his stuff. He's getting 2 DDs out, which definitely shifts the favor from him to from Axis to allies. He hasn't got any sort of anti-tank weapon besides his DDs, which could be knocked out quite fast if they just do the right thing. The push. Minute is definitely holding, but I wouldn't say thanks to the allies, I would say thanks to the bad play of the Axis player. So he's now pushing in a lightly armored tank with an autocannon, which uh, yeah, he has a light tank with an autocannon, and he's just doing a very bad job. He isn't even micromanaging his units here. You can't say this is a bad job, a very bad job. He could have just used his advantage over Kratos' suppressing power, but he is very bad at this. But they definitely have the unit advantage, which, interestingly, to be honest, yeah, which was interestingly definitely long which gives him in long term better capabilities. Also, there are Commando 6 in there. They are a 6-man sniper team, and sniper teams do a great deal of suppression over longer range. They can knock out units pretty badly, and he should have known where those were hiding. He knew all the time where the stuff was. Also, he's literally just blindly bombing stuff, stunning it. It doesn't seem like he has any kind of clue where the enemy is. Left is completely abandoned, so the Germans could definitely win if it wasn't for the bad play of the Axis. Commandos 6 getting now suppressed. We're just in a bad spot now. With getting pushed on both sides. They're in the flying spot where they can't be covered. So yeah, now these sides are engaged, which will definitely kill the Commander 6. They're in cover, though they won't cover that much suppression. So they knocked out the Commando 6, and now they are nicely secured, finally. And I'd say finally, this side just to blocked by napalm. Also, yeah, they've dropped napalm, so he should have moved his units a lot quicker. Also, he had a Fokker Wolf with 2-star veterancy, a Hunter on there. His units are now just standing in the flames, they're crossing the flames, they're getting suppressed by the flames, and they're getting killed. This is a terrible, terrible game. A terrible job from the Axis. They had lots of wasted opportunities here. They should have used their anti-tank capabilities, but they were just too... they're holding, but they're holding badly. Also, I would have already put an anti-tank gun in here to knock out everything that's coming down the road. This is a terrible game, and I say it's good that the Allies win because they had so much opportunity, the Axis. They could have won all the time. They had so much opportunity. Left is completely abandoned. I don't know, the player seems AFK or something like that, and now looking with his tanks against the spawn point of the Fallschirmjäger, which is lethal for them. This just will be lethal. Fallschirmjäger haven't got that much of a deal, and I say by this bad micromanagement, he isn't engaging with Stuart. This vehicles couldn't be a danger. These vehicles couldn't be any kind of danger for him. Also, this is very, very bad play. Please, Lord, let this be over quickly. This is just the worst game. This is just bad. This is the worst, if I might say. He's now getting bombed like shit. It seems like Saint up for it, and I don't know where his hunter is. Also, this is bad play. He flew his stuff right through the air. I wouldn't say it's his fault for not his fault for the plane evacuating here. But I would say it's his fault for spawning the plane in there. This shows me that this guy is totally noob who hasn't got any clue how to play this game. Also, this player, he is a new player called, which could indicate that he is just a very bad new player. Legion, no, he is not. New players just spawning in stuff. Also, this is a bad choice. Now this plane is getting shut down. Nice job by him. He hasn't even managed to kill something. Now this stuff is spawned in. This guy has spawned in a fighter to kill this fighter, but this is just a missed opportunity. You don't call in fighters right away. You call fighters in. You call fighters in when they're behind them. When you're having how call it? How is it called? You just call in fighters when you have. You just call in fighters when you can be. I don't know anymore. You just call in fighters if you have a little bit of distance. Him winning was just a good job. This isn't moving, this isn't working. I don't get why he has placed, why TI Secure Legion has placed stuff there. This is just bad. Also, what are they doing? They are doing a terrible job. Well, at least you might say a fair bit of damage, and now I would use my chance to use my power forward, which he immediately does. But there's also time to definitely be able to bring stuff yeah, nice job. He has just killed the stuff off. This is his opportunity to kill something. I see where this is going. This will go badly for him because his Puma will get stunned faster than he can say speed. That's the problem. He has so much, so little armor. He is getting killed by a Puma. He can be killed by a Puma. Now, that was, in my opinion, his problem, that he has just a lot of garbage on his side. He is using meat shields, but meat shields don't have any kind of anti-tank weaponry, which would have come in a situation like this. They would have come in handy. It would have been nice if it could have done anything. This guy is now flying in the fighter. They don't have any AA. No, we know how this is going. They have a lot of point advantage. I think whoever controls most of the map gets more income. This is a terrible game, as I mentioned. It's a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of chances, but two stupid players to use their units in the right place at the right time. So congratulations! You have just done the worst thing you could do. This stuff is getting stunned now. He's basically giving his fighter an opportunity to evac. This is not nice. I don't get why this is that way. This could be, yeah, this is usual to the fighter. He's just caught in another fighter from the Axis side. New player. Just give up is my opportunity on this. You don't kill a plane by flying directly into it. And nice job flying directly over AA. This is not that. This wasn't that bad. Yes. This is this opportunity. He should have gotten. This was done stuff like shit. It isn't his fault. It is this game's fault. I think this game is just cheating. Uh, there's I have recently viewed a video about cheating games, and in my opinion, this is cheating because simply this was a Typhoon 18. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. This is like maybe missing the first shot, despite I really I really um, view the stuff about cheating games which give you a good feeling. For example, the first shot or the first round of the of an AT gun is most of the time missing, despite at this range with one veterancy. This gun should have hit, and I don't like Eugen for implementing this stuff. It just gives people opportunities. You have an overwhelming chance to hit, like 99%, and this tank or this gun will miss the first chance. And I don't like this kind of cheating in games. So Eugen has done a terrible job implementing this mechanic. And I'm openly accusing Eugen of doing that. And well, I must say it was a bad game. You can see they had a lot of losses. Yeah. If you look at who killed what, yeah, you see like protocol team. They got they got here's the protocol. So they opened up good. They did a good job at the beginning. Uh, my opinion. They did a good job, and well, firstly, the first time they really did a good job. They killed the sniper team. But then the balance is very is getting very in favor of the allies. So uh, I think I can just explain their losses between. Besides, they spawned in lots of expensive units. Forschermega, for example, are very expensive. Also, he could have secured mid. The problem was him moving his stuff all the time. I mean, uh, if uh, if you have with Forschermega, uh, you have a nice opportunity. They have two MG42s, and what this does is the two MG42s are doing lots of suppression, but if the Fallschirmjäger aren't in cover, they themselves can be suppressed very quickly. And if they move all the time, like they jumping buildings, they have to renew their aim. And MG42s do take a lot of time. MG34s, pardon me. MG34s do a lot of damage, but they need time to aim. So if you move them, they renew their aim. They get new. They have to, and it takes more time till they fire. Also, they don't have a stabilizer. You can't fire them on the move, as far as I remember. So if you move them, they're not aiming. and they can't fire. So this is a really bad job. So, well, yeah, I I know it was a bad job. Also, I didn't the last time I went into this game, as far as I remember, they have nerfed the Fallschirmjäger. They have they have given them some nice units, the Luftwaffejäger. Uh, they are equipped with a Panzerfaust, which gives them a small anti-tank capability, which is very nice. So to say to say it was all the time in favor of the Axis, but they did so much they did so much wrong that I don't that I don't that I basically don't wonder why they lost. I don't like it, and yeah, this wasn't nice. Also, they they gotten uh, yeah they did so much wrong. I say it's their fault for losing. I think I'm angry at this. There were so much opportunities for them. They are too off maps. They had the advantage in better units, which could better suppress the enemy, but they didn't. So, well, that was basically the game. So, have a nice day and tune in next time. Thank you.